We've been talking about the role of a DPO with respect to various global regulations and in general. In this video, we are going to talk about how Brazilian LGPD privacy law looks at a DPO. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily get new content on data privacy. And as I mentioned, in this video, we are going to talk about the Brazilian LGBT law, the way it looks at a DPO. The LGBT law is enacted more in the way the GDPR regulations are made. It is modeled more on the GDPR guidelines. It came into effect in August 2020 and has been applicable for all the entities that are located in Brazil. Important factor is that even if you are not a Brazilian company but you have an office in Brazil, then you follow under the LGPD law, right? So if you are headquartered outside Brazil but you have an office in Brazil, then you have to follow the LGPD law. The DPO role is mandatory in Brazil for organizations which process high amount of high risk large scale data. The more focus is on organizations that monitor the individual's activities, and when you say individual activities or behavior, like you talked in terms of GDPR also, it is more towards like saying that you are taking care of their healthcare, you are monitoring their financial transactions. So those are the kind of functions and organizations where DPO is mandatory in Brazil. The Brazilian authority, which is the regulatory authority for Brazilian privacy laws, is known as National Data Protection Authority, and the abbreviation used there is ANPD. The Brazilian names, unfortunately, are not so easy to spell out, both in the terms of the name of the law and the position of the DPO. So I am using the common words like LGBT, DPO, and ANPD. The position of a DPO in the organization in Brazil is that he should have sufficient autonomy, which means he is free and independent, and he should have sufficient resources as well to perform the task that he is asked to. Of course, the understanding is clear. It has to be confidential. It has to be a non-conflicting job, right? Non-conflicting of interest job, right? He should not be biased toward any particular department or individual. He is expected to have good knowledge of data protection laws and experience in privacy management and familiarity with LGPD, the privacy law, IS, that is the information security, and data management. And we regularly keep saying that DPO should have a reasonable knowledge of information security because you are going to use IT in all your functions. And as we saw in the airline breach, that the IT missed out on upgrading the firmware of the firewall, which led into breach of information of 4 lakh users, then the DPO also came into picture, and it went on more on a DPO's job because the entire information was personal. In fact, sensitive personal, because on the website of the airline, even the credit card information of the users was there. So DPO has to be careful about it. He's not expected to do the actual activity, but at least he has to oversee them. His core responsibilities include communicating with the authority, ANPD, handling data subject request, that is the user request, advising the organization on the data privacy policies as per the LGPD guidelines, conducting and overseeing DPIA, monitoring compliance and training and awareness, which is the highly stressed one, because until your organization and all employees from stakeholders to the junior most who handle personal information are sensitive towards how they are going to handle the personal information of any user, internal or external, it is difficult to maintain the compliances with respect to data privacy. So that is what we have in short about a DPO's role with respect to the Brazilian LGPD. Brazilians follow the GDPR of the European Union, though they are otherwise an independent country, so their law is more based on the GDPR law itself. I hope you like this content of this video, so please press like and bell icon. Share my channel with your friends so that they can also increase their knowledge about data privacy. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already done that, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.